Point Painting Red. Quero agradecer a Hand Games por ter me cedido acesso ao jogo. É um jogo de história narrativa e aventura também, de um romance policial. Também traz bastante sátiras, lembra muito dos filmes Noir dos anos 40. Infelizmente não está em português, mas eu deixei aqui em espanhol, então bora começar. Iniciar uma nova partida.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong? Crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes. Older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself.
Beleza, vamos investigar aqui.
Who is this dame anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah. Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Da senhorita Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
E o meu nome é Sonny.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private...
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself...
I don't use...
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Eles vão tomar um drink. Por enquanto não tem mais nada para interagir aqui, deixa eu olhar os livros. Nada. Telefone. Acho que não tem um número para ligar.
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. Every whiskey has the same color nowadays. I don't even know what these papers are.
Monte de papel. Aqui tá.
My wallet and my badge.
Meu distintivo. Já peguei.
She doesn't seem so
minha arma.
My last.
Meu último cigarro.
I don't even
Aqui
know
o armário. São as fotos.
We used to be star cops a few
São
years
artigos,
ago.
né?
Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a... This is one of the most... The good things in life don't last long. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The wild gentleman.
A luz é melhor, né? Vamos explorar aqui.
I don't see colors. Legs that go on for days.
Não bola sair. Não é? Esse aqui é o meu caderno, onde fica as anotações, tudo. Primeiro sujeito é a Débora.
My wife took legs that go on. Legs. That's better. Now, if I understand correctly...
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time
Meio
to dig a
estranho, né?
little
Porque o corpo é
deeper.
humano e
If
o
you don't
rosto.
mind, I'd like to ask you some
Mas tá da hora.
routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
My bedroom.
Ó. São as anotações, né? Pelo que eu entendi. O detetímetro. Ah, tem que alcançar 100% para conseguir uma... Que a pessoa fale o que a gente quer.
Who exactly are you?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate
Pelo que eu
matter.
entendi é isso.
I carry out the wishes of my employer.
Que em espanhol é meio
nothing
complicado.
more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach. Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she...
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid.
Nunca
She's
suspeito.
scared because of those unwanted
Sujeito, né?
messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that. What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself, out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
Sorry, sweetheart, I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome. Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I
Uma
haven't
pena não
heard
está em
it.
português.
You see, we're starting to understand each other. Tell me, Deborah, why should I...
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know,
Seja franca,
Mr.
me diga por que você tem
my
tanto
mistress's
medo.
partner is Hobart Wessler.
Fã do companheiro
Or as
dela.
most people know him.
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Eu consegui 100%. Ganhei um troféu. Beleza.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Será que eu consigo usar aquele número? Aqui é o meu inventário.
I know Molly.
I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Ironic, but ever since... Oh, man.
É cigarro.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted.
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
A Hand Games ela sempre traduz os jogos para português, eu não sei por que esse não veio.
Miss Katsenko.
É uma pena.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Deixa eu ver se eu consigo colocar aquele número. 555932. O que faz aqui? Deixa eu ver qual que é o número mesmo. 555932. Beleza. Cinco, 9, 3, 2.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here, not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous...
Olha quem apareceu aqui. Larry's. Vamos conversar com ele.
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things
para
to take care
levar
of.
a senhorita Ibanez em casa. Que ela tá correndo perigo, né?
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long,
Hasta la
Deborah.
vista.
Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty.
Se fosse o
He's going to be
espanhol.
at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Mais simplificado. Beleza.
I can always count on you. Thank.
Don't even mention it, my friend.
You got anything planned for today?
I thought I'd visit a nightclub. It's
Ele falou que tem planos de tomar
New
algo.
Year's Eve, after all.
Well, I didn't mean to hold you up.
I'll ask a favor of you someday.
I owe you a lot of those, don't I?
That's true. I don't deny it.
I can always count on you. The good old rabbit.
Deixa eu ver com ela se tem mais alguma coisa.
Could I ask you a few more questions, Deborah?
Feel free, Sonny.
Eu poderia perguntar mais alguma coisa pra ela, ela falou que sim. Aqui é o mapa. A gente tá aqui.
It was New Year's Eve,
Bola.
and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every
visual é
day
muito
was the
bonito.
same. And the 121
É
days
muito
I had left
sensível.
for my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room,
Eu achei
I
legal
call
isso ele
home,
deixar
I
em
see
preto
the
e
same
branco.
thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music.
Olha,
9 o'clock show
sensualizando.
with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive, and we're still here with
Estrela
nothing left to
Santino,
lose but our
Ferdinand,
sanity, while others,
Martin
the smart ones,
McChicken.
had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night? I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but... Phyllis and Roy's.
Phyllis e
Two
Roy's.
hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Pôster da polícia.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching at over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're in luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages.
Beleza, vamos ver se... Aqui ó, cenas do
This
crime.
happened when that old bloodhound, Blood Boy...
Cheio de marcas de bala, parece. Vamos entrar.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
Aqui dentro. Fala com a Mônica.
Monica Rosen, receptionist.
Recepcionista.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Fala aqui
One
com a
of Blood
gente.
Boy's favorites. Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course if you sing me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. Do you understand?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself.
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo
I don't talk to that
Novo
insane
sujeito que eu
owl.
tenho que falar.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Uma nova informação. Esse que é o Bosco.
Detective Chow.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. Wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kinda lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
Beleza. Deixa eu ver. Isso aqui.
Marty drinks this shit.
Máquina.
Honor, strength, unity. Officer Jardine.
Gente Jardim.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Esse é o Marty.
Marty looks good. Big and loud.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice,
Aqui eu vou praticar o
maybe turn
tiro.
on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
Deixa eu acender a luz aqui primeiro. Aqui tem um pôster. Aqui, pronto. Aqui tem as armas que eu posso praticar.
I know her well. Claudia. I believe this... Her Majesty... Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here.
Got the shit, Marty.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone.
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty,
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim...
I need your help, okay?
Well, it's a...
Okay, I've said it.
Yeah, right.
A personal one.
How personal?
Very.
No caso, pessoal, quem
The
tá
kind
pedindo
of
ajuda
case where if
vai
you come with
ajudar
me
ele no
right
caso.
now...
Ooh, damn, Sonny, stop it.
That's...
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a...
Okay.
All right.
That's what I want to hear.
Beleza.
Hey, there were 4 weapons here. Where are the others?
Oh, we're going to a...
Yeah, that's the point.
And? What?
A buffalo killer and 2 handguns?
Yeah, war, bar, what's the...
Of all that's furry, you know what?
That's the spirit.
Seriously, Mom.
Who said I have just...
Praticar. Com certeza vai ter civil. Opa. Ixi. Ai, perdi 500 pontos. Nossa, rápido, hein? Ah. Beleza, pessoal, eu já vou encerrando por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham curtido aí. Esse foi o Chicken Police Paint Red. Joguinho bem legal, de história visual, com uma pegada Noir, policial. E a gente se vê aí na próxima. Valeu!